Hi, and oh my god, why is it so quiet? It's so quiet. Yeah, I just need to get into speaking with the music. Hi and welcome back to a new video. This one is actually kind of a fail. Like, it's a valid question. Why are you even starting to film the video if you know before you even film it that it's gonna be a fail? It's because I wanted to film an Amazon unboxing video, but I literally just have 2 books here and I can't wait any longer to open them. And I don't know how people do it to actually collect like 60 plus books. I can't do it. I want to open them. I want to see what's inside. And then I thought, okay, might as well just show you a couple of books that I recently bought in like the past 2 months maybe. I've got 13 or 14 books over here and then 2 that I have sitting in front of me. Should we start with the Amazon unboxing, or this is probably the more interesting one? Do I leave it till last? Am I that person? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Okay, then let's start with the books that I've bought in the last couple of months. Some of these you've probably already seen in some sort of video. Others, maybe you haven't. First book is actually the book that I'm currently reading. It's Butcher and Blackbird. I bought this specifically for a video, and especially with the knowledge that it's supposed to be like the Mindfuck series. And that series has quickly like become one of my favorite books of all time. So like I need more of it. So far, from judging from what I've read, I can tell you it definitely has a similar vibe. But no, actually, I'm not going to tell you what I think, because watch the video if you want to see my thoughts, my in-depth thoughts on this book and some others. The next book is like very different to the first one. It's Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I've heard so many great things about this book, and I kept seeing it on the shelf in the bookstore and I kept wanting it, but I never found a floppy version. I only found this, and it's not floppy. It could be worse, but like it's a stiff one. But finally I gave up and I bought it. I'm on page 4 because I actually started reading this, but like 4, and I are you kidding me? I started reading this, I'm only on page 4 because nonfiction is just not my jam. And judging from the first chapter, I wasn't like hooked immediately, which is probably down to that it's nonfiction and not fiction, and it's just not my genre and so on. But yeah, that's why I haven't picked this up further. But it's supposed to be good. Let's make this little stack here in the back. I feel like that could be cute. Then next is One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I actually bought these separately. I ordered this on Talia because, oh my god, fun fact, on Talia you can actually go into like the different paperback versions and have a look at what version you want, the English or US one, which is great because the US one is the floppy one and I just want the floppy books, you know? So that's how I get my floppy versions here in Germany. I bought them both. Yeah, they are the same size. They're gorgeous. They do have a different feel, so they are slightly different, but this one especially is so pretty. I heard this is more like a dark fantasy, but I heard it's supposed to be quite good, and I wanted like some kind of shorter fantasy series, which not only the books are a little bit shorter than normal fantasies, but also like I feel like this is gonna be a trilogy, which I can so get behind trilogies, but like 8 books, that's commitment. That's a commitment I'm not ready to take, since commitment is not my specialty, and I won't start for books, you know? Add them to the stack. Am I gonna annoy people if it's like really wonky? Probably. Then the next book is actually a book I've heard nothing about. Like maybe that's just due to me being in my blissful bubble and being ignorant, but I've not heard anyone say anything about The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Actually, this gives me Gilmore Girl vibes. Maybe it's because of her name, but I also think that the cover looks a little bit like it. But I thought the cover was too cute to pass it up, you know? And the back sounded fine. Like, it sounds like your typical grumpy sunshine type of thing, but I like that it had to do with pumpkin spice lattes and stuff. And I thought when it gets to that fall time, and then reading this book about like pumpkin spice lattes, how cute would that be? Is my hair annoying anyone else or just me? Is it just me? Bye. Next book is actually a book that I was so excited to pick up, but then I got scared after hearing the reviews, and it's Never Never. Is it Never Never or just Never? I thought it was Never Never. Never by Jessa Hastings. Actually, my copy is a little bit damaged, but this was out before it got released in Germany in the bookstore, and I was like, I need this. I feel like it's like an Australian trade paperback because it's bigger, you know, and it's kind of like stiff and not the normal paperback. But yeah, that's why I bought it, nevertheless that it was a little bit damaged. But yeah, I was so excited, and now I'm like really scared to read it because basically everyone said bad things about it, so I'm scared. The next book is The Predator by Runix. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, and I butchered that, and I'm sorry, but this is another like dark romance genre type of book, which I have been loving lately, and I feel like that's gonna be my new jam. Yeah, I don't know, I'm like so happy reading all my little dark romances where everyone kills each other, and that's so weird, but like, you do you, girl, and I do me. And this is so fun, and I'm really excited to read this because as Dark Verse book 1, so this is the series, this is the Dark Verse series, and I'm excited to see if I like this, and then I can go on with the next books in the series. The next book is even more daunting, but it's also dark. It's Hunting Adeline and the Cat and Mouse Duet. I'm scared of this. The back though, the way it's written is so lyrical and it's so nice. I seriously like let me read this to you. The manipulator. I can manipulate the emotions of anyone who lets me. I will make you hurt, make you cry, make you laugh and sigh, but my words don't affect him, especially not when I plead for him to leave me. He's always there, watching and waiting, and I can never look away, not when I want him to come closer. And then the shadow. I didn't mean to fall in love, but now that I have, I can't stay away. I'm mesmerized by her smile, by her eyes, and the way she moves. The way she undresses, I'll keep watching and waiting until I can make her mine. And once she is, I'll never let her go, not even when she begs me to. Like, the second one is kind of like twisted and icky and ew, but the first one, especially the manipulator, the way that it's written, I love. It like spoke to me. But the lady at the bookstore literally said they don't give this book out to under 18-year-olds, which is probably better judging from the stuff that I heard about this book and the way the second paragraph is written. And I'm like kind of scared because like I don't love stalker type of trope because I feel like it's sick and twisted, but I did like the series You, but I didn't like it for like the plot, but I liked it for the cinematography. So like maybe I'll like this for the writing, but maybe not for the plot. Who knows? I'll find out. This is actually wobbly already. Continuing on. Next, I have The Last Word by Taylor Adams. I've heard so many good things about this thriller, and I love thrillers. I seriously do. I don't read them enough because every time I read one, I'm like, this is my new all-time favorite book. But maybe that's also because I don't read a lot of them, so I just read like the really, really good and hype ones. So maybe that's why. But like, I'm like really excited for this one. It's supposed to be like, she leaves like a 1-star review on this author's book, and he writes horror books, or like, is it horror? Yeah, it's with stalking and murder and stuff. And then she leaves the 1-star review, and I have no idea what happens, but it sounds really, really promising. Next, another book that I've actually heard nothing about, but it's also a thriller. And my mom actually said she picked this up like multiple times at a bookstore and read the back and wanted it, but she never got it. Then a friend of mine actually told him I want the book, and he got the book, and he's not into reading at all. So, and then he got the book and he says it's good, but I think he's just like halfway through, so he has no idea. That sounded so conceited. He does have an idea, but actually like he doesn't know the plot twist because it's like not done yet, you know? That's what I meant. But yeah, it's The Interview by C.M. Ewan, this one. Yeah, it sounds super interesting just judging from the back, but like I guess this thing really is like I know nothing about the books and then I just buy them because the back sounds interesting. But that's like how we used to get books back in the day. Honestly, that's probably also why I stopped reading, because like the whole like community aspect of it, like talking about the books and like seeing other people's reviews on books and like making you want to read that specific book, that's what got me back into reading. So yeah, whatever. Went on a little tangent there, I'm so very sorry. The next book, actually this haul is like very diverse because it has a lot of genres in there. This is literary fiction, and it's Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I've heard not one bad review about this book, so that's why I like had to pick it up. But like, can you see how tiny the writing is? it's tiny, but at least it's floppy. And it's like almost, what is it, 400 pages, so I'm kind of scared because the writing is like tiny, you know. Then I bought a book. Honestly, I bought it on accident, but I'm not sad because I think it's gonna be good either way. But I fully bought this book thinking that it was Mia Sheridan, the author of Archer's Voice, but it's actually by Amber Smith, and it's The Way I Used to Be. I don't know, like Mia Sheridan has a book, maybe a cover or something that's very similar to this one. At least that's how I justify that I completely thought this was a different book. But yeah, I'm still intrigued. I mean, it was a floppy cover and it was pretty cheap considering it was a floppy cover. That's why I actually bought it, but nevertheless, I'm excited. Oh my god, this is gonna topple over in a second. And the next one is actually 2 books by the same author, which is one His and Hers by Alice Feeney and Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I got this in England actually, hence the just £5, and this one I got. But yeah, I loved Alice Feeney's Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I've been excited to pick up another one of her books, so that's why I bought these 2. Actually, judging from like just what I've heard about it, I'm like more excited about this one, but this one's floppy, so I'm more excited about this one, obviously. Please don't topple over, please don't, please. Like, please just hold like 2 more seconds. Now for the fun part, we're actually gonna unbox the Amazon packages. This one I actually know what it is, so let's unbox this one first, the smaller one. Why do I feel like I'm gonna do a really unsatisfying job at this? That's okay. I actually ordered this book. It came in, but I sent it back because it was damaged. It is damaged again. What the fuck? I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, to be honest, because this is like, I love this. This is Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. But like, look, like, why does Amazon do that? Can you see how like butchered it is here? I don't know if you can actually like see the extent of it. And then here it is as well. But that's like, this, see, I wouldn't care about that like tiny thing. Well, I do, but like this I wouldn't send back, but the top corner I really don't know. It just doesn't look nice. Can I like smooth it out a bit? I'm gonna have to speak to my mom what she would do, because it doesn't seem to get better. Like the other version that I bought was completely like black smears all over. Like I couldn't use that one. Like I couldn't keep it. Oh, is this not as floppy as the other one? Wait, I need to check that because this seems like it's not very floppy. I'm gonna check that in a minute. But yeah, the other one is, actually I do know what this is, but I also don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Yes, I am gonna keep it because it's the floppy version. Actually, like all the bookstores in Germany only had the trade paperback of this one, and that's like always the stiff one. At least I think so. And this one is the floppy one, so that's perfect. It's Alex Michaelides' new release, The Fury, and I loved The Silent Patient, which was a 5-star read, and I loved The Maidens from him, so I'm like really excited to read another one of his books. But yeah, that's all from me today. That's all the books I acquired in the last couple of months, and I'm happy that you stuck around, even though I already told you this was going to be a fail in the beginning of the video. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Bye!